in like the city of Detroit.
Alright, Eben, please continue the story.
Alright, so where was I raised I'm sorry, my bad. I raised two cubs as bears, Theodore Roosevelt and Samantha. Um, what was it? I also assassinated three of the ambassadors, China, Nicaragua, and what was the other one? Egypt. Where was I? All right, so you know Indiana Jones, right? You know the scene where the tumble, like the big boulder comes down.
Uh-huh.
Well, I went into that area, and ironically enough, actually 14 boulders come down, falling down, like, the exact size. Remember? So I decided that it would be time, and I pressed my button and I called the Avengers. All right, and you know the Hulk came down. He's like, "Grrr," he's like whatever Hulk says, Hulk smash. Hulk angry, you know, and he broke all the boulders, and so I was awarded because I found this little treasure thing. It was a skull, and what the skull did was when you pressed it, it would randomly, wherever you are, in a like 10-inch radius, would spawn confetti, and it was a gift amongst the gods for the party hard people. So I would bring this to raves or something like that, and I'd sit there, you know, birthday parties, and then you know it made that little you know noise, and that's what I did for 3 years. Let alone this has been 5 years since I found this barricade. So, or well, I'm going to the adventures of finding this barricade that I found, and leading up to the adventure events now. So 5 years has passed. I'm stranded on an island, like you know Tom Hanks in Castaway. That's basically me. But instead of Wilson, I have Wilfred. Uh, Wilfred's this little dog. It's actually a guy. Long story short, we're best friends. We fought off a bunch of neo-Nazis. Basically got to the island. Found out it's the island from Lost. So there's a bunch of numbers. There's a smoke monster. And halfway through, and towards the end, I realized we're in purgatory. Like in Lost. So, I go to the devil himself. I knock on the door. There's a random door somewhere, and it leads me down to hell. And I'm talking to the devil, and I'm like, "Hey, yo!" I'm like, I met Drake back in the day before he became cool, man. Up in Canada, we chilled, and he looks at me and goes, "For shit, real fam. I can't believe it. You met Drake?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "I still got one of his old mixtapes." And he goes, "For shizzle whizzle?" I go, "Yeah, for shizzle whizzle, man." Like, let me hit you up, D. I'll get you that new mixtape. So I go back, right? I go all the way back to home, you know. I'm at my house. I grab my mixtape, and I shout Bloody Mary in my mirror, and that's actually a gateway to hell. So I go back to hell, and I turn on that mixtape by Drake back when he was a kid. It was so lit, the motherfucking hell turned 2 degrees hotter. And devil goes, "Sweet Jesus, damn. And some smooth ass motherfucking shit that you played on that CD there." I go, "Yeah, D, it's tight as shit." And he goes, "Yo, you cool, you can leave that purgatory shit." I'm like, "Alright." So I go back up, and I meet up with Snoop Dogg, which basically Devil is a huge fan of Snoop Dogg. That's why he talks like him. So I go up to Snoop Dogg, I go, "Hey, yo, what up, Snoop?" I'm like, "I got this shit for you, uncle." And I pull out this 30-pound bag of weed out of my car, right? And he goes, "You know how to do it, man. You know how to do it with the dog." And I go, "Yeah, uncle." Like, smoke this shit. So we smoked all of it. And that's when we realized we was being followed by gangbangers. Them motherfuckers thinking they were like lynch mob and shit. So I called up Ice Cube, and I go, "Ice Cube." He goes, "It's a Friday. What the fuck you want, fool?" I go, "Ice Cube, you need to get your ass over here." So he drives down to the CPT, and we're sitting there, and we lay these busters out, man. We regulate the shit out of them, right? So then that's when I realized I'm getting a phone call in my pocket. And can you guess who's calling me? Okay, you know what? Guess who's calling me?
Obama?
JC himself. No, I'm getting a phone call from Jesus Christ. He go, "What's up, cuz?" And I go, "What's up, man?" He goes, "Yo, we need to hang." He's like, "I need to talk to you personally." So, you know, I go, alright, Jesus, and I take the stairway to heaven, right? And I go to the golden dates, and they're like, why are you in here? And I show my missed calls, and I show a text message. GC says, let me in, with a winky face. So I come inside, and I'm sitting there in the heaven gates, walk in, there's clouds, there's angels and shit, there's like giant wing. People died, Jackson 5. I mean, Michael Jackson from the Jackson 5. I don't think everyone in the Jackson 5 is dead yet. But, I show up with Jesus, man, and he goes, I need you to do something for me. And I look at him and I go, what do you need me to do? He goes, listen, alright. You mentioned Obama before, right? This is why. I said Obama's later. I said it subliminally, though I don't think you heard me. He goes, Obama has one plan. And I look at him and he goes, what? He goes, you know that the government's run by raptures. I'm like, yeah, fool. Like, I know the government's run by raptures. He goes, well, shit, man. You gotta go kill them rappers. Raptures, not rappers. Rappers that helped me, right? So I had, like, Action Bronson. I had Childish Gambino. I had Drake even, man. We go back to Canada. I caught Kanye. I caught Our Future. I caught all these rappers. And I'm like, hey, we gotta go lay these busters. And so we kicked in the White House, right? And just sitting there, and right when we kick in, they turn into raptors, man. So we just pulling out AK-47s, we lay their ass down. We get to the president, like Barack Obama, say Osama bin Baba, and he looks at me, and he turns into a raptor and screams, like, Gah! And I look at him, I say, Jurassic Park was in the old days. Welcome to the Jurassic World, bitch. And I shot him in the head, and he fucker was down, man. I sit there, and my buddy comes up and goes, 1, 2, 3. He goes, he's not knocked out. I said, he ain't knocked out, fool. He dead. I killed his punk ass. And we're all sitting there now, and I get a phone call from Jesus saying, nice job, fool. And he goes, here, I got a present for you. So he sends me off to the Himalayas, right into the house in the middle of Mount Everest. So I go over there, man. I take a flight. I'm in Mount Everest. And in Mount Everest, I met up with the one person who's one of my favorites, Michael Jordan, number 23 for the Chicago Bulls. He used to play for the Wizards in North Carolina, and he used to play baseball, but we don't talk about his baseball career. He was also on Space Jam, just giving everyone a little run-up. Got a shoe line.
Hey,
Jordan.
Michael Jordan's go back to the NBA,
so I
right?
come on there. So I come in there, right, and Jordan's sitting there, he's meditating, and I said, what's up, man? And he looks at me and he's like, damn, G, you rocking a fresh pair of Jordans. I rock like Origin too, man. I go, yeah, man, I'm rocking these fresh J's. And he goes, you know what? I got a gift for you. So he goes, all right. Today is the 2013. In 2 years, and this is on October 21st. In 2 years, Monty McFly got the Mag 7 Jordans, or Nikes, not Jordans. And I go, for real? And he goes, yeah, for real. So he goes, I'm gonna have to send you 2 years in the future to get those shoes. I go, alright. So I slam pound him, right? I go into the future through his little teleporter thing, like, you know how in Space Jam he hops the golf course into the hole? So basically I go through there, I meet up with Charles Barkley, man, another famous basketball player. I meet up with Shaquille O'Neal. We do the Shaq attack a little bit and get the Superman going. We just had to go through, man. October 21st, alright? So, today is the 26th. 5 days ago. 5 days ago I came back, and I realized something was different. You know what was different? Same-sex marriage. And I looked at him, and I go, for real, man, this is cool shit. So someone comes up to me and hands me a flag. Got rainbows on it. It says it represents something. I go, aight. They go, what do you mean, alright? I said, aight, I'm cool with it. They go, you better wear this. And I go, what do you think I am, cuz? He goes, man, you better square up right now. I square up, I throw my fist up. Found out I was beating the shit out of Ellen DeGeneres, man. Fucking walked over. I hide for 3 days, man. It's October 24th, 2015. I get back to my home after a long day walk. Me stealing a motorcycle. Me stealing a jet. Me stealing a hovercraft. Me stealing a skateboard. And I get to my house. Alright, I'm at my house. It's like 9 p.m., man. I come in. My family doesn't recognize me. That's because, you know, when you time travel, you grow a big ass beard. And I got this big ass beard, man. It's all the way down to my fucking knees. They go, who is that? And I go, watch this. I go over to my wall and I grab one of my samurai swords and I quickly throw the beard up and chop it in half. They go, yo, what's up? It's Eben. I go, yeah, it's me, your son. They're like, what you doing? You've been gone for 2 years. I go, I know, ma. I got sent into the future, not back in the future, sent into the future, you know what I mean? Like that one thing that you never understand with Back to the Future is when they go back to the future, you're like, what the fuck is going on? When they go into the future, like this doesn't make any more sense. So, we sit there, when I'm telling my mom, I'm like, Michael Jordan sent me into the future, and I got these Mag 7s, man, these Mag Rides, right? She goes, really? And I pull up and the shoelace is tied. She goes, damn, G, I'm precious shit. And I go, I know, ma. I said, I know. Tear go in my eye. I hug my ma. Thugs real cry. So I go in my room, I take a sleep. Because I've been on the run. I hibernate for 2 days. October 26th, 2015. About 10 a.m. I wake up, man. So I wake up,
Tell my G,
I
my
eat some
Z.
breakfast. I had some waffles, had bacon. I had some good shit, man. I even had orange juice on the side. That vitamin D going up in my business, right? Sunday D. So when I do that, I get on Gary's mod, and I start playing on Gary's mod. I haven't played in like 2
Gonna
years.
get one tapped by Wolf.
And when I was getting on Gary's mod, you know what I mean? It's October 25th, man. Actually, it's 26 right now. I'm sorry, my bad. 26. I finally say, you know what, man? I found the server, my friends play on it. I'm gonna go play on it. I play on it. I play for a little while, for an hour. I'm like, this server's fucking tight. I get on my other server. I get off that server. I go play 2 other games. I get back on. I meet a guy named Drone for the win. I meet a guy named Wolf. I meet a guy named Salty. Meet Spark.
Salty.
I meet all these different people.
What about
I meet
me?
this guy named Dinkwon.
What about
So
me?
finally, we're missing in this
What
lobby,
about me?
and yeah, Polo Boy
Damn,
comes
Polo
up.
Boy, come on, you met
come up in the
Polo
end.
Boy too.
Yeah.
Polo Boy. So then I start investigating, right? So what happens is I get locked in between the doors. You're not supposed to lock them, so right? They tell you, don't you be doing that, fool. You come up and press the buttons. You say fucking square up. That's it. They look at you, and it's like Walmart security, man. They're like, what the fuck are you gonna do? You pay for my food. You pulling up these Doritos and shit.
Walmart security.
You're like, what the fuck can you do? So then you start walking, man. I start walking, and I kill myself because the motherfucker runs in on me, looking like, you know, fucking Cheech Chong, look all dread shit. I'm like, fucking hippie, man. I kill myself, and I spawn. I walk over and I find a barricade. I pick that shit up and I go, for real, man. Like, this is some good shit. So I go to the safe zone. I go, I found a barricade. Fucking man, my man's drone sets up and goes, yo, cuz, you can't have that barricade. I look at him and say, what the fuck you mean, fool? He goes, you can't own that. I say, nah, dog, I own what I want. I'm a grown-ass man. I can pee in the bed if I want to. This girl looks at me in the eyes and goes, I'll get an amber on your ass. And I look at him and I go, crack, you step up right now. This is my shit. I found it. Finders keepers. Sometimes you gotta swim. Sometimes you gotta get a boat.
Shut
I'm
up.
still gonna beat your ass. Sitting there,
No, you eat it.
looking at me. I'm looking at him.
Keep going, keep going.
He fucking freezes me. He fucking freezes me. I look him in the ass and go, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? He's sitting there looking at me. He's laughing his ass off. He's like, you better give that. I'm gonna get amber on your ass. I said, I'm gonna offer it as a gift. Like a sacrifice. To Messiah or something. You know, Hosanna. Kumbaya, my lord.
What the?
He's sitting there looking at me like, you know what, that's not gonna work. And I said, I bet your ass is gonna work. He's sitting there looking at me, giving me this weird eye. I'm like, you know, fuck it.
How long has this been going on for?
I'm gonna tell you the shit that I got here. And that's why I'm here right now. He's looking at me, he's recording this shit. I know he is. I'm telling my straight story. That's because I'm from the hood. Yo, check it out.
Fuck this, I'm uploading this.
Are you gonna upload it on
I
YouTube?
deserve that barricade.